Good morning. I'm not so sure I'm feeling ready to speak about this integration and experience that I've just recently had, but I feel like I've been journaling and it's good enough to be video documenting it as well. Even just looking at myself in the mirror, my eyes are wild. They're so blue again. So I want to mention my recent experience last night with I'll just call it a healing session. And what happened was I wanted to achieve and to see and feel integration with my brain and in tune with my heart and my body. And I know that I felt a long time that lack of connection, and a lot of my videos have been around why don't you feel worthy, why don't you this and that. And it is really all around lack of belief in self and responsibility. And so responsibility has been a big word for me in the last couple of months, where it's been mentioned to me many times, and I've also been feeling like I haven't been taking responsibility for myself for a long time, because I've never been able to see my future. I've never been able to envision so strongly what is happening or what I want. And that is the lack of integration from my brain to my heart. And so from a young age, much like all of us, we all go through trauma. And as we get older, we're not taught how to release it, and we're not even acknowledged for it. And so I chose sound healing and sound therapy to help myself a year ago. And I, so strongly believed in how well it worked that I decided to use it. I wanted to become the practitioner. And I know as much as I preach and, say how wonderful the experience is, if I hadn't had that, I wouldn't have been able to get to this point of acknowledgement of myself, because I was in so much physical pain that the external and the outside layers, I couldn't get deeper down enough to the cause and the root of why I am the way I am. So, yeah, last night I was facilitated by a lovely woman over the phone, and she held this beautiful space for me. And, once we got into it, I started to relive experiences in sickness. So I'd often get vertigo as a child or as an adult when times got too tough. And the vertigo was just it was an escape for me, where I would just tumble, or I'd skip worlds where I wouldn't have to live through what was happening in front of me. And that has happened to me a couple of times in my adult life, where I was going through a bit of stress and I just wanted to avoid the conflict altogether, because my heart and soul kind of knew what was going on. And so forever I had neck and shoulder problems and things like that. So I just wanted to document this, the after effect, and how integrated I'm feeling, where after the session, it was 10:30, I had to go for a walk last night. I just felt so... I wasn't not grounded, because that's what vertigo does, but I just felt like I had to go and just be outside. And I ate an apple. I just wanted to be exploring the new senses that I hadn't been feeling for a very long time. And so I also, prior to it, was feeling like I couldn't connect. It's like I could not emotionally feel what everyone else was expecting me to feel, and I couldn't understand why. And it wasn't that I wasn't feeling it, I just wasn't sending the signals to my brain to comprehend it. And so the level of compassion I have for many people, it always comes through, and it's like I haven't been able to comprehend it, so therefore I'm taking on everything that they're taking and giving towards me. So I've not been able to actually integrate my own thoughts, my own decisions and intuition, because I'm surrounded by people all the time that are taking it from me or projecting it towards me. So it's very interesting. and I will be very curious to see how my days start to evolve from now. I couldn't actually tap into the trauma that originated these headspins and so on. I know, I was at a certain age, I was 3, and my 3-year-old self just wasn't going to have it. So, we needed to connect, and I needed to connect with her a little bit more, and I need to gain her trust, and I need to be able to, live within myself for a little bit integratively to sort of connect with that person of me at 3 and just see what comes up. So it was cool. I was so dizzy. It was horrible. But I didn't get my usual state of fear. So I want to just say with this video, like, as much as we all think we've overcome something, there's always levels and layers of it that haven't come out yet. And I know that I was, going around basically being like, this is the best thing ever. And I still had suppressed that part of me that was kind of a little bit fearful, a little bit judgmental, and punishing my own self. So, not a long video, but I just wanted to make one because I haven't done it for a long time. And I encourage everybody to seek out help if they don't understand how to understand their own internal, and take guidance from professionals or people who, are really there to listen objectively and not judgmentally. So I bid you adieu, and thank you for watching.